Use lattice multiplication to find 12 times 27 and explain why this technique works. Okay, so to do the technique, we'll have 12 up here and 27 down here. Okay, and then what we're going to do inside is write down all the products. So here we'll have 1 times 2 goes here. That's 2. 1 times 2 is 2, so I write 0, 2. And that goes in this square. 2 times 2 is 4, so 4 goes over here. 1 times 7 is 7, so I'll write 7 here. And 2 times 7 is 14, so I'll write 14 over here. So I just took all the products. Now the next thing I do is add. So we'll do the adding down here in purple. So 4 is just 4. Then 4 plus 1 plus 7, that's 12. So that's 2, carry the 1. 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. And finally 0 over here for this last row. So what I've done is add diagonally, going this way for 4, then going this way for the 12, then going this way for the 3, and then finally this way for the 0. So then I read the numbers that appear on the edge here, 0, 3, 2, 4, and so that's my answer, that 12 times 27 is equal to 324. And not surprisingly, that's what we get. If I take 12 times 27, that's equal to 324. So that's how lattice multiplication works, the mechanics of it. Now, the next question is, why does this work? So in this product here, we imagine that, that this first diagonal here is the ones place, this diagonal is the tens place, this diagonal is the hundreds place, and this diagonal is the thousands place. So when I do 12 times 27, that's really 10 plus 2 times 20 plus 7. And then I use the distributive property to multiply this out. So 10 times 20 plus 2 times 20 plus 1 times, or 10 times 7 plus 2 times 7. Just using the distributive property to multiply that out. Okay, and so doing this, we get that this is 200 plus 40 plus 20 plus 70 plus 14. And the 14 is written as 10 plus 1. So 40 plus 70. And this one is 2 digits that are not 0. So write that as 10 plus 4. And hopefully you can see that's pretty much exactly what we have in our chart here. The 4 that you see here corresponds to the 4 right down here. The 40, 70, and 10, these three numbers are exactly the same thing as the three numbers that you see here. So we added those together and carried 1, and the 200 that we see here corresponds to the 200 that appears here. The 0 and the 0 here, so the extra 0 here and the extra 0 here, corresponds to the fact that the 40 and the 70 here, the 2 times 2 is only a one-digit number, so there is no extra digit, hundreds digit, and when I multiply these two. So basically it's a funny way, but a logically correct way of multiplying the numbers, which basically uses the properties of base 10 arithmetic to separate out the hundreds digits, the tens digits, the ones digits, and as needed the thousands digits if it was came across. So that's 12 times 27. We can multiply any size numbers using this technique. And I'm told that this is actually fairly commonly taught in schools in Europe, but not so commonly taught in the United States.